Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So, as you know, Wednesday means Wildcard Wednesday, and this is one of the wildest decks I've seen in a very long time. This deck is so absurd. I have no idea if it actually works. It did go 3-0 in a small Japanese tournament in the hands of Shinonora Gen, so congrats to Shinonora on their finish with the deck. So this is a deck I'm calling unexpected results, I guess. I don't even know what to call this deck. It's just ridiculous. So a quick reminder before we break it all down, if you enjoy this deck and you want to see it made into videos, take a minute, click the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever deck is most popular gets a shot at being made into videos next week. So this deck, it's built around Unexpected Results and Bring to Light. Unexpected Results is a crazy card. It does nothing a high percentage of the time, and it does a lot a high percentage of the time. So, 4 mana, you shuffle your library, reveal the top card. If it's a non-land, you get to play it without paying its mana cost. If it's a land, you get to put it on the battlefield, and you get the unexpected results back in your hand. So you get to try again next turn. Bring to Light helps us find our unexpected results. It's 5 mana, we tutor for unexpected results, play the unexpected results, hope for the best. You never know what'll happen. We could win the game on the spot for 4 mana, essentially, with some of the cards we have. We could also get a Birds of Paradise or something and scoop it up. You never know. It's unexpected. Who knows what'll happen when we resolve it? To back up this plan, we have another card that's kind of similar in Aid from the Cowl. So Aid from the Cowl has Revolt, and if we trigger Revolt at the beginning of our end step, we get to reveal the top card of our library. If it's a permanent, we put it onto the battlefield, otherwise it goes onto the bottom of our library. And we even have Fetch Lands, which kind of makes Revolt super competitive in Modern. Not that Aid from the Cowl is competitive, but it's really easy to trigger Revolt. So we play Aid from the Cowl. If we had cracked a Fetch that turn, we get the trigger, and then who knows, we spin the wheel of luck, see what happens. The nice thing is it says permanent, so even if it's a land, we do get it on the battlefield, and then we can just try again next turn. So, to make these cards hopefully work in Modern, we need to ramp into them, because 4 mana, 5 mana is kind of a lot. So we have Sakura Tribe Elder, which does double duty. It's a free Revolt trigger, because we sack it. It's also a Farseek. It's basically a Farseek that triggers Revolt. Farseek searches out a land from our battlefield. Birds of Paradise, Noble Hierarch allow us to cast our stuff a little bit quicker by adding an additional mana. The downside of all these cards, obviously, is we could hit them with unexpected results, and that's the painful thing that can happen with this deck. Hitting a land isn't the end of the world, because we get back our unexpected results, we spin the wheel again in the next turn. However, if we hit a Birds of Paradise, that's the end of our unexpected results, and all we got was a Birds of Paradise for 4 mana and all this ramping and effort. On the other hand, we can hit some good things. Emrakul the Eon's Tord, for example. So, while sometimes we'll get a Birds of Paradise and cry ourselves to sleep, other times we'll have like a turn 3 Emrakul and just win the game on the spot with the biggest, baddest Eldrazi there is in all of Magic. The rest of the deck is really crazy. It's just all Planeswalkers. It's kind of like a Super Friends list almost. We have Ugin the Spirit Dragon, great value if we get it for 4 mana, for 5 mana, and of course, Aid of the Cowl hits all these too because they're permanents. Elspeth clogs up the board, takes over the game. Nissa can draw some cards, beat down with the 5/5. Jace, Unraveler of Secrets, why not? We get to draw some cards. And then we have Tamiyo Field Researcher and 4 Gideon, ally of Zendikar. And the nice thing about Tamiyo and Gideon is they're kind of cheap. They're only 4 mana, so if we're not triggering Aid from the Cowl, we're not unexpectedly resulting Birds of Paradise or Emrakuls or whatever happens, we can always just ramp into these, and a turn 3 Gideon is still pretty powerful. A turn 3 Tamiyo Field Researcher, those cards are just decent on their own, and they're cheap enough that we can just cast them with our mana. Apart from the Fetch Lands, which we have to trigger Revolt, we get a bunch of Shock Lands, a couple of the Battle for Zendikar duels, and then basically basic lands of a wide variety of colors. In the sideboard, we get some more interesting targets for unexpected results for our Aid from the Cowl. The Bruna Gisela combo of melding around into a game-winning threat. Thrun for control decks. Also, we can cast some of these. Thrun is cheap enough that we can just ramp into it. Very good against anything with counters, heavy removal. Keranos, also for controlling matchups, just sits on the battlefield, takes over the game one card at a time. Supreme Verdict and Engineer Explosive as some Wraths. Dispel to force through our unexpected results. I can't believe I'm saying that. Creeping Corrosion for Affinity. Crumble to Dust to fight against Tron. And then Baral's Expertise is pretty spicy. So Baral's Expertise lets us cast unexpected results for free, while also bouncing some things, so we can bounce our opponent's best threats back to the battlefield, play an unexpected results for free from our hand. That is unexpected results for Modern, and that's our Wildcard Wednesday instant deck tech for this week. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.